Separating the truth from the lies, coming at you from underneath the Newton, Georgia, heavily chemtrailed skies. It's the shock treatment. And we're going to take a look at dangerous drivers on a shock treatment. It's an epidemic, folks. I see this stuff all the time. Take a look at this jackass. He's literally going to run that person over. That's what it seemed like. He taps him with his bumper on his legs to let him know that he's going to go through no matter what. Looks like some kind of parking lot attendant from this angle anyway. But this is what we see more often than not. More often than not, we see dangerous drivers. We see no regard, BeauREgard. I see him parking like it's happy hour over there at Kroger. Crooked, literally crooked, spilling over into the next parking spot. And I see this a lot. And I also see the speeding, the tailgating, the gators we call them. Just insane driving and a lack of regard on the road. Folks, there are more people on the road than ever, and it's high time that everyone does their part. If the speed limit says 55, that's what you do. Now, I know some might go a few miles over. What I don't get is they'll tailgate you. You already might be doing a few miles over the speed limit. They'll tailgate you, and then they'll be itching to get in front of you only to stay at the same speed you were already going at. It makes no sense, and I really think it's the dumbing down of society, of the world. It's got to be the dumbing down. I mean, they'll at the red light, they'll go over the white line. The white line's there for a reason. It's there for a reason. But they'll go over it and hang out there in the intersection. And they'll keep rolling forward little by little at the red light, almost like they're getting ready to have a race. It makes no sense, folks. Yield when you gotta yield. Stop when it says stop. There's a white line there for a reason. There are lines in the street for a reason, much like there's lines in the skies. That's totally different. But in the parking lot, keep it between the lines. Ricky Van Shelton, keep it between the daggum lines. How hard is it? I really think that, what you're going to see is road rage over here. It's road rage happening right there. But I really think that about a third of the people on the road don't belong on the road. They just don't. In Atlanta especially, they're doing 100 miles an hour. You could be doing 80. They're blowing right by you. That's criminal. Criminal driving. I would call it a criminal activity, yes. You're going 20, 30 over, it's criminal. You are cutting people off, that can cause an accident. That's criminal. You know better than that. So drive better than that. And then you just see the road rage. You see the motorcyclists. They'll get between cars. And, you got 2 lanes, and they'll get between them and speed. I mean, all kinds of dangerous crap. Let's take a look at what happened here. They'll tailgate you. They'll cut you off. They'll tailgate you, then go in the right lane. Watch this jerk constantly tapping his brakes. I don't like the jerk tappers, I should say. See? Constantly tapping the brakes. Why are they constantly tapping the brakes? They're looking for you to rear-end them. You got to be on guard, man. And this motorcyclist, this car pulls out in front of him. I mean, he could have actually literally hit this car. This guy needs to be looking where he's going before he pulls out. So the guy gets off the bike, and I guess it says it has a few words with him. And just take a look. Take a look at road rage. That jackass in the car was wrong. This is what we get, though. We got people pulling out. They're not looking where they're going. Which way do you go, George? Jackass, you. Get him off the road. He needs to be. And then he assaults the motorcyclist. That punk need to be arrested and no longer driving on the road. Take his license away, damn it. Sick of these people, man. They'll pull out in front of you. They'll cut you off. They'll pull out in front of you and do crap like this. all the time. Over there at the Kroger parking lot, for some reason, I think that cell tower across the way is tampering with the frequencies over there. Must be an experiment they're doing. Because you're John Cena when you go over there. You're John Cena. They back out, you're backing out, they'll walk behind you, they'll drive behind you. They park like they just got back from happy hour, and you got jerks like this that pull out and without looking. I mean, he could have collided with that freaking car. Unbelievable. Then he assaults him. I hope he got arrested and thrown in jail and his license revoked. About a third of the people on the road don't belong on the road. They drive like they're drunk. I think it's and they drive like it's no regard. They have a total lack of regard, and it really reminds me of 2 Timothy 3. They're just selfish. Very selfish on the road. They're very aggressive, and I think we need more law enforcement. I think they need to pay attention to that. I mean, they want to make other things illegal. They want to take away guns. How about taking away people's driving license? That's what I say. Don't be taking away the guns, but take away the driver's license. They don't belong on the road. Have them go back to school every so often. I don't know, every 5 years. I mean, they're driving like they don't know how to. They don't know how to be. They're parking like they don't know where the lines are. It's absolute insanity. And it's getting worse. The more people that are on the road, the worse it's getting. The worse it's getting. That's why we need everyone to do their part. Look at this. What is he backing up? I see this too. They'll back up and they'll do weird behavior. Very weird. What's he backing up for? What was the purpose in that? I mean, you see crazy stuff. I see the most insane stuff when you're on the road. And it's just a symptom of society. It's a symptom of what's wrong with people these days. It's the behavior. I mean, you got behaviors in the classroom, behavior at home. You also have behavior on the road. And what it's showing to me, look at this. Is he going backwards? I mean, it's just showing me insane things. That people are just becoming increasingly aggressive, increasingly stupid, increasingly careless and reckless. Look at this. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I really think that, I think we need more law enforcement. Look at this. This jerk just collides with him. I mean, the guy in front of him stops. Apparently, that's what it looked like from this angle. And, you gotta watch these people. You gotta watch more than ever because they're increasingly aggressive. As I said, in cities the size of Atlanta in particular is horrible. And that's where you find less cops, really, per, the amount of cars they got on the road. They need more law enforcement. Get the drones out. Take pictures. If there's a way to pull them over, take over the car, computerized car, take over and pull them over, put an electronic boot on it and get their license and do so. Yeah, it's a chemtrail up there. There's a chem clouds. That's not real either. It's unbelievable. But the sheeple don't see that. No. They think that's normal because the Weather Channel told them so. That's the stupid dumbing down of society. Don't you get it? It's unbelievable. And I think it's helping affect a lot of these people that, are prone to being tampered with the frequencies, with the chemtrails. They're more prone to act a fool. I mean, I'm trying to rationalize this because the way they're driving on the road is idiotic. It's dangerous, extremely dangerous, and that's where we need to focus on. We need to start getting them off the road. Hey, you got a job? You got a job to go to? Well, you might want to start driving better instead of, pass the laws. Pass the laws where it says, we catch you cutting someone off, we're going to slap a fine on you and revoke your license for 90 days. And then take it from there. Maybe then it'll send a message. They'll get the memo finally, Just driving aggressive does not pay off. And it causes accidents galore. Look at this. Jackass in the front. Isn't the jackass right there the problem? And she's getting out mad at the other guy? It's insane, man. Insane on the membrane. We need more. If we got laws on the books, then we need more enforcing of the laws. Because I don't know if it's a side effect of Big Pharma along with the cell towers and chemtrails and the GMOs and probably the mood pills that a lot of Americans are on. But this is, I'm sure it's global. In Vietnam, their driving is even worse. So we need to start rethinking this driving thing. I'm not going to be the one to say take all cars off the road. I'm not one of those. But I am saying take the dangerous ones off the road, and we got a lot of them there. You got loved ones, right? You want someone to get hit by a drunk driver or someone that just doesn't know how to freaking drive and just cuts you off and goes Did you ever see a lassie go this way and that way and this way? Look at this jerk. I see this on the interstate a lot. Coming back from Gatlinburg, I saw it a lot. Tractor trailers doing it too, in and out of lanes. It's criminal, man. And they'll do stuff like this. They'll stop out of the blue. It's like, what are you stopping for, you idiot? Take him off the road. Take him off the road. And we already know it's handicapped. This is the handicap area over there, Kroger. We know it's handicapped. You can't get in line over there. I see this all the time over there. Not just in the handicap section. Other areas. It's like, I've seen one at Publix, literally, 1/4 of the car was in the parking spot. The rest of it was jutting out in the aisle. I mean, he was backing up into the parking spot, but he stopped where the trunk ended. I mean, get him off the road. This is big problems. I think these people are drunk, or it's a side effect of Big Pharma. It's astounding. They just don't know how to park. And this is what my mother and I witnessed. Father's Day of last year. Take a look. Take yourself a look. Look at this. We were the car right there, opposite of this car filming, right off the interstate. He didn't know that this is that was an exit. Plunged down I-75 in the oncoming traffic. Nothing but crap. NBC said the next day that he was in some kind of stable over there, Grady, but serious critical condition. I don't know if he pulled through. I mean, it'd be a miracle if he did. Keep it between the lines, folks. Keep it between the lines. Yield when you gotta yield. Stop when it says stop. Don't go over the white line. Keep it between the lines. Don't park like it's happy hour. Someone's backing up. Don't walk behind them. Don't drive behind them. Unbelievable. And we need more law enforcement out on the road. And about a third of these, as I said, need to be off the road. They're very dangerous. No regard, BeauREgard. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Be safe out there. Drive defensively. And beware of no regard, BeauREgard. Until next time, you receive the shock treatment.